As we say, baby, positivity is everything. Maintain your disposition at an optimistic vibrational state of gratitude. In other words, be grateful. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Whenever you're catching me, welcome to the Spotlight. Comes at you every Sunday right here on WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. And as you know, as always with the Spotlight, what we do is we like to bring you somebody or something that you should know about. And my next guest here for tonight is not a stranger to WSME SM Enlightenment Radio, as we did in-depth interview with this brother recently, all right, regarding his work as a holiday performer. All right, his name is Santa George, and he has an amazing product, all right, that we're going to talk about. And also, you know, for us guys that do holiday performing, or for just of us that, you know, have beards, Santa George has something that he'd like to let us know about. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring in my friend and my mentor, Santa George, in the house.
Hey, Santa Solomon, how you doing, sir?
I'm well. How are you?
Man, I'm doing well. It is wonderful to be back on your show and to be able to share with you once again, and to your listening and enduring audience that listens to you every week, just to shout out and give them a little holla at.
Yeah, and you know, I really enjoyed you know, our last conversation that we had here on the Spotlight, whereas we really got into Santa George as the person and as the performer, you know, and all of your history and all of the great stuff that you're doing. And you know, just to briefly recap a little bit, you know, you're been a Santa for quite a few years here, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
you know, hailing from the Indiana area, okay? But you know, you can just give us like a brief little history of how it is that you got started with being a Santa. I mean, you told the story in length, but just a real brief history of how you started and how that brings you to where you are now.
So really quickly, I started for my children, and then I started with the public in 2013-ish, 13, 14-ish, somewhere around there, and then just kind of blew up from there. And here we are, almost 10 years later, and we are traveling the United States. So
Traveling, and when he says traveling the United States, I mean, he's traveling the United States for real. I mean, you know, some of the places that you hit in your Santa season.
So Denver, Colorado. We're in Connecticut, Farmington, Connecticut. We're in Short Hills, New Jersey, Nashville, Tennessee, Detroit, Michigan, Novi, Michigan. We were in Auburn Hills, Michigan. We were in another small town down by Lake Erie for tree lighting last year. And then, of course, we do stuff here local. And then right across the bridge, Louisville, Kentucky, we do a lot of stuff too. So we travel, we get the miles on.
And my friend here is more than just a Santa performer, a holiday performer. He's also an author of some amazing works, and actually mentoring me in my pursuit and in authorship. You are also a master, and when I say master, I mean, this is my opinion, but from when I say he's the GOAT when it comes to the storytelling. All right. To me, nobody tells a story better than Santa George. He is the man, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, I've been learning a lot from you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's an awesome thing. You are quite an inspiration for anyone that wants to get into holiday performing. But one of the main reasons why I have you here, okay, is to talk about a new endeavor that you have. All right. And you know, and this is good for holiday performers, and also, I mean, anyone with a beard that just really wants to, you know, if you haven't noticed, I mean, my man has an awesome beard here. And I mean, how it is that you get it to that point, where it just looks so majestic and official. All right. That's something I want to get into here. All right. But I know
Okay.
that you have a product here. Uh tell me about your oil.
Oh, well, first let me say this. This is not just an oil, okay?
Uh-huh.
It is an experience. And what I mean by that is it has been um, uh, created so that when you use it, it's like taking a steak that's off the grill that has all of the right flavorings and it's been
Mm.
cooked at the right temperature and you put it in your mouth and all the flavors explode in your mouth and it's like, oh my god, this is the best steak. So this oil is an experience. When you use it in your beard, I promise you, you're gonna be feeling like, oh my goodness, this is like incredible. Because that's what it is. It's 17 cold press premium oils that have been created and have been mixed to just give you an experience of a lifetime when you put it on and in your beard. So I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the product. I'm proud of the years that we spent working on our own beard. And this is an oil that we created in some lab somewhere. This is the oil that Santa George uses every single day.
Nice.
That oil that's in that bottle that you're going to get if you decide to order it is the same oil that I put on my beard every single day.
Beard Elixir. That is awesome. So, now, how did you go about creating this oil?
So, a couple things about a beard, right? Number one, you have to let it grow. That's first thing. But as it grows, you'll find some challenges, right? How to keep it moisturized, how to keep it nourished, how to keep it from being brittle, how to keep it from breaking, all those kinds of things. So as I began to grow my beard, I went and I had what I call a beard consult. I went to a beautician. Actually, I went to a couple beauticians and barbers and said, hey, check my beard out, tell me what I need to do. Is it dry? Is it oily? What I need to do to make sure that it's healthy. I had a really good base, but I was having breakage, so I needed to strengthen my beard. Um, also, I had some split ends, right? So I need to keep those under control. It was kind of feeling kind of brittle, and so it needed to be soft. So I need to soften my beard. So I began to look at oils that would allow me to do that. But one of the things about oils, you really need to do your research because you can get oils that say strengthen, but if you're trying to strengthen and soften your beard at the same time, you can get oils that combat each other. So you want oils that complement each other.
Mm.
So on my beard journey, I found these 17 oils that not only complement each other, but when they're layered properly and mixed properly, they do an amazing job. So the beard oil that you are just shown them, which is our beard elixir, it absorbs. So it helps with absorption to get into your skin and into the follicles of your hair. It helps with strength. It helps with growth, and it helps you manage your beard day, all year long. One of the things that I found is when you purchase into the Santa George brand, you are purchasing an experience, and you are purchasing a beard system. So when I say system, this is what I mean. Every day, every single day, I moisturize my beard. I get up in the morning when I get in the shower, lukewarm water, drench my beard down, make sure it's really good and wet. Then when I get out of the shower, instead of drying my beard with a towel and rubbing it, don't do that because you break your hair and then you take all the moisture out of it. So you leave it wet, and then I go ahead and I condition it with the leave-in conditioner. That helps seal some of that moisture in my beard.
Mm.
Then I take the oil because my pores are open and I want the oil in my pores so it can get in the follicles of my hair, right? To give me the growth, the strength, the absorption, the retainer of the moisture that I need and to create the softness that I desire. So I'll take that oil and I'll line it along my beard line here and underneath my bottom lip here, and I'll let that oil run down my skin And when I feel it hit my jawline, that's when I go to massaging it all in. And then when you massage that all in and you take your hands away, it's just gonna feel like a cool summer breeze on a hot summer day just hit your face. And you're like,
Nice.
wow, this is crazy. Right. And that's the experience that I'm talking about. It's like taking a bite of that steak and it just exploding in your mouth. It's just
Mhm.
gonna explode on your face, and you're gonna feel this cool breeze like come over your face. The thing about this oil too, it's not heavily scented and it's not oily. Now I know that that's kind of paradoxical, where you have a beard oil that's not oily, but I promise you, this beard oil is not oily. When you use it, you're gonna be like, oh wow, because we're making sure the moisture gets in where it needs to be. The last thing I do, and the last thing I'm creating what I call a beard butter, beard balm, beard putty hybrid.
Okay.
Sandra, what are you talking about?
That's
I'm talking
right.
about I'm talking about a beard butter balm hybrid that will not only allow you to lock the moisture in so it feels like a butter, it performs like a balm, but it'll hold your shape like a putty. So I'm working on that. I don't have it all complete yet because I'm running some test trials now
Okay.
with some folks in the public to tell me how they like it. But it too is not oily. That's the thing with this product is when you wear it, sometimes when you wear a beard balm and it's kind of oily, you take your shirt off and you got a big oil stain on your shirt. Ain't
Yeah.
gonna happen. You look at my shirt right now. I got it on, and my shirt ain't even oily because this product is so amazing. I hate to tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing, Santa Solomon. It's amazing.
Wow. So hey, your elves are doing more than just making toys.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And then let me also say this. So the key to having a excellent beard is understanding the beard growth process. So I tell everybody the first thing you do is you got to let it grow. I mean, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. Keep your hands off of it, keep the clippers off of it, keep the scissors off of it, keep people's hands out of it. Let that puppy grow. So, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. Then you want to nourish your beard with the oils, and that's where the system comes in. It's a daily process. Drenching your beard, make sure it's wet, conditioning your beard. So I only cut my beard twice a year because I understand the beard process. It takes 4 to 6 weeks for your beard to return to trim length. So I trim once in the spring and once right before the season starts. So I just had my summer trim. So right now I'm running about 6 to 7 inches. By the time it gets back to trim length, it's going to be between 9 and 10 inches. And that's where I want that puppy when I sit in that chair during Christmas time. So I'll trim again in late September, early October to give my beard time to recover before the 1st of November, where that puppy's back out full form. But this time, there's no straggling ends because as it grows out, it's going to grow, together. And then once it hits that trim length, it's going to be all shaped in. And then anything that grows out after that, I can have that cut off later. So let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. Keep your hands out of it. Now you can braid it. That's something else I do too. My wife's will part it, braid it, all the face or the scalp of the beard is what we call it. So all those things work. They definitely work. But I'm telling you, this product that we have is amazing. If you want to get the oil, the price is $20 plus shipping and handling for a 2 ounce bottle. So just you can either inbox me on Facebook at Santa George Smithers. Just message me, Santa George Smithers, Santa George George Smithers Smithers. You can just go ahead and inbox me, and we'll get you a thing of oil within 3 to 4 days. It'll be at your door, ready for you to use. Um, we also are releasing another scent. It's called Reserve. So this scent is kind of spicy sweet. And it's an experience too. I actually made a batch today. So I've been walking around all day, rubbing my hands together. smelling because it's got that spicy sweet scent to it, and it too is an experience. So it's called Reserve. It will be ready Monday to ship. So if you want the Reserve or the Elixir, just tell me which one you want. The Elixir's in the green bottle. The Reserve is in a golden umber bottle with silver labeling. So yeah, excellent products.
And this has been the Spotlight right here on WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. Big thanks to my main man, Santa George. And hey, if you're somebody with a beard, get the product, folks. Get the product. All right? Peace and blessings.